Welcome. In our last lesson, we learned that Python has different data types, but this leads to a critical question. What if you have data in one format, but we need it in another? This process is called typecasting, which simply means converting a value from one data type to another. What does typecasting look like? Before we dive into the why, let's look at a few quick practical examples of what this conversation looks like. Python gives us simple functions like integer, float, string, boolean, list, tuple, and so on to do this. For example, converting an integer 5 to a float, x equal to 5, y equal to float x. Now y will be 5.0. It's floats. Converting a string, for example, 777 to an integer. X equal to 777 string, y equal to integer x. Converting a string or number to a boolean. X equal to empty string, y equal to bool x. Y will be false. An empty string is always falsy. X equal to 777, it is string, y bool x. Y will be true because a non-empty string is always truthy. Converting a tuple to list, for example. X equal to 1, 2, 3. Y equal to list x. Y will be the least like this, 1, 2, 3, and so on. As you can see, the syntax is very straightforward. But why is this so important? When do we actually need to do this? The most common and important reason we need typecasting is because of the input function. Remember, the input function always gives us a string. Even if the user types a number, how do you convert that string into a number so we can perform mathematical calculations with it? For this, we need our format translator. Think of two types of translator. A language translator converts word from English to French, for example. A format translator converts a number from the Roman system to the Arabic system like this. The typecasting is exactly like format translator. It doesn't change the value of the data. It only changes its format or type. Python gives us simple built-in functions to act as our format translator. For example, integer function, float function, and string. Let's go to our code and see exactly how to use them. Practical session. First, the problem, the input function. The input function always returns a string, even if the user types a number. For example, user age string equal to input, please enter your age. Print, the data type of the input is type user age string. Let's check. What happens if you try to do math with it? This will cause a type error. For example, next year age equal to user age string plus 1. Print next year age. The solution is using integer method to convert. We need to cast or convert the string to an integer before we can do math. For example, user age integer equal to integer user age string. Now next year age equal to user age integer plus 1. Print next year you will be next year age. Let's check. Other common conversions. From float to integer. My float equal to 9.8. My integer my float. Print the float my float convert to an integer is my integer. Note, the dot 8 is lost. From number to string, for example. This is useful for joining numbers with strings. Item count equal to 5. Message equal to you have string method item count item in your cart. Print message. Let's check the result. Anything to Boolean. This follows the rules of the truthness and falseness. An empty string is falsy. Print the Boolean value of an empty string is bool empty string. A non-empty string is truthy. Print the Boolean value of the string Hama is bool Hama. The number 0 is falsy. Print the Boolean value of the number 0 is bool function 0. Any other number is truthy. For example, the Boolean value of the number -5 is bool function -5. Let's check.